Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Valerie Mills. Thanks for logging on to My Fox Hurricane. Some big rains have been hitting parts of the Gulf Coast over the last 2 days, not lining up too great with Labor Day weekend as a tropical-like system is spinning just off the coast there. It's already dumped anywhere from 3 to close to 6 inches of rain, especially from southeastern Texas all the way across Louisiana. They have been getting in on most of that activity, and more of that for Sunday and into Monday as an area of low pressure. That's what's causing all of this. There it is now, and this is something that we are watching for tropical development over the next couple of days. But regardless of if it develops or not, it's still going to be a very efficient rain producer. And even here across the Sunshine State, we're seeing more cloud cover, more moisture streaming in on the backside of that area of low pressure. So that's one of 3 spots that we are watching right now in the tropical Atlantic basin. There's that system that I just showed you there, only a 10% chance to develop over the next 2 days, 20% in the next 7. So as it continues to spin over those warm Gulf waters, a little bit of source to kind of continue to fuel that system there, even if it doesn't become a tropical system. Then this area in orange here, this is our best chance of a developing system, has a 40% chance in the next 7 days. Right on the heels of that, a weak wave kicking off the coast of Africa has a 20% chance over the next 7 days. So not much is going to happen in the next 2 days, but especially this blob here, this orange color, that's going to move into parts of the Caribbean Sea. That one is going to be more favorable than the system in the Gulf of Mexico or that wave out in the open ocean. So once this one kind of crosses the Leeward Islands, that likely will be on Monday, gets into the Caribbean Sea. So through the middle of the week, this is a zone where conditions are going to be very favorable for additional strengthening. So especially areas around the Caymans, Jamaica, we're still quite a ways out to be talking about any impacts, but it looks like those will be the areas that will potentially see some stronger winds and some stronger rains, regardless of what we are able to see develop out of that system. But if it is able to gain more of those tropical winds and those tropical characteristics, our next named storm would be Francine. So we're talking about conditions getting a lot more favorable, especially Tuesday, Wednesday. That might be the time frame where this really intensifies and strengthens pretty quickly. But regardless, slow development is going to be the story the next couple of days. And depending on where this exact track takes, models have a really tough time figuring that out until we actually have a center of circulation. So there is a chance this gets into the Gulf of Mexico, where at that point, waters are very warm to sustain a tropical system and to allow for more strengthening. But back across, just across the west coast of Africa there, all of those thunderstorms trying to kick off the coast there. This is what we call our main development region. We still have a lot of dust coming out of where we would typically see our storms emerging from the coast. These are coming a little bit more southerly there. So some cooler water temperatures, they're a little bit less favorable, but as this dust starts to break down, we'll start to talk about more of these waves coming off the coast of Africa. Those typically are our strongest storms. They have a lot of time to move over those warm waters and continue to strengthen. So as that dust breaks down, that's why September is typically our busiest month of the year. 34% of named storms occur that month, and even through October, still a very busy month, 17% of named storms. We are going to continue to watch all those areas, and you can find your updates right here on My Fox Hurricane.